You think your job sucks? Imagine crawling through a medieval sewer to shovel poop for a living. Welcome to Dirt on History, the show where we time travel just to feel better about our 9-to-5s. Today we're digging into the most bizarre, disgusting, or straight-up cursed jobs that don't exist anymore. From corpse snackers to royal butt wipers, history had a lot of openings. And trust me, LinkedIn was not ready for any of them. Let's count down 10 jobs that time, plumbing, and common sense thankfully buried. The title sounds majestic until you find out gong means human waste. Gong farmers worked after dark, climbing into cesspits to scoop out centuries of sewage by hand. They were paid well but smelled like the end of days. Also banned from public spaces. Can't imagine why. Want a raise? Try negotiating while knee-deep in fermented poo. When someone died, families would hire a sin eater to sit at the bedside, eat a meal off the corpse, and symbolically absorb the dead person's sins. The idea? Send Aunt Mildred to the afterlife with a clean slate, and send the sin eater home with indigestion and eternal damnation. Holy meal prep, Batman. In some royal courts, you couldn't punish the prince, so you punished his friend instead. The whipping boy got flogged every time the prince misbehaved, because apparently, rich kid accountability was optional. Imagine detention where your best friend gets grounded for your TikTok prank. That's medieval logic. Doctors needed bodies to study, but donating your corpse wasn't a thing. Enter the resurrectionists, guys who snuck into cemeteries and dug up fresh corpses to sell to anatomy schools. They weren't technically murderers, until some of them were. Before alarm clocks, people literally hired someone to bang on their window with a stick to wake them up. This was a real job. Not even kidding. The twist? Who woke the knocker-upper? We may never know. Possibly an even more tired knocker-upper. Doctors loved leeches. Leech collectors waded into swamps and let the bloodsuckers latch onto their legs, on purpose. Then they scraped them off, tossed them in jars, and sold them to medieval clinics. Modern job equivalent. Unpaid intern, but wetter. Cities were crawling with rats, and someone had to catch them. Enter the rat catcher, armed with ferrets, sticks, and a questionable life expectancy. Job perks? Possible plague. No health insurance. Occasional applause. Executioners got free housing and decent pay, but literally nobody wanted to hang out with them. They were feared, shunned, and spiritually sketchy, but essential for public events. You were basically the stadium DJ of death. Wool wasn't wearable right off the sheep. You had to full it, aka beat it in vats of stale urine. Why pee? It cleaned and softened the wool. Science is weird. This job involved stomping, reeking, and knowing your pants smelled like someone else's bad decisions. Barbers didn't just do trims. They pulled teeth, set bones, and did minor surgeries. With the same tools. Their pole, red for blood, white for bandages. Yes, it's that old. Imagine walking in for a shave and leaving without a molar. So yeah, next time you complain about Zoom calls or bad coffee, remember the guy waist-deep in sewage or munching sins off a corpse. History had some wild job titles, and even wilder job descriptions. If you enjoyed this beautifully gross rundown, hit subscribe. Drop your favorite terrible job in the comments. This is Dirt on History, and we're always hiring. Curiosity.